Welcome to Wall Street Finders International Broker Network. The next 10 minutes might just change your life. You are about to learn the secret behind one of the most successful communities of securities brokers ever created. Its predecessor community, working on the same system, already produced 63 new millionaires and multimillionaires. So, settle in and focus as we introduce you to the amazing world of Wall Street Finders. What is the Wall Street Finders International Broker Network? Wall Street Finders facilitates the connection between issuers, companies seeking to raise capital by issuing securities distributed by an investment bank, investors, individuals or entities with capital to allocate. For those services, members of the Wall Street Finders Network will earn commission paid by the network manager on behalf of investment bank organizing the distribution and obtaining permissions from relevant authorities for the issuers. Based on a time-proven model that has consistently achieved outstanding financial results, Wall Street Finders helped issuers and investors alike in 2021 alone. In the United States, over 1,000 companies raised $317 billion by issuing new shares, creating a vast pool of commissions paid to facilitators. The purpose of this network is to help you share in similar future commission pools. How does it work? The network comprises professionals working full-time or part-time to distribute securities privately to appropriate investors, such as family offices, wealth managers, investment funds, hedge funds, and commercial banks. How to join? To join the Wall Street Finders International Broker Network, you must meet certain admission criteria and learn the securities distribution rules applicable to your area. In most cases, members need to obtain a securities distribution license. The network manager provides guidance on licensing and possible exemptions through their apprenticeship website and training seminars. Understanding the hierarchy. The Wall Street Finders International Broker Network is organized geographically due to differing national security regulations. Below are the ranks from bottom to top. Number 1, the finder. An individual who introduces potential investors, but is not involved in negotiating or closing deals. Finders simply provide information or contact details to brokers within the network. Number 2, the broker. The broker represents the Wall Street Finders Network as an intermediary between investors, the network manager, and the issuing company. They operate under a team led by a city manager. Role: conclude agreements with investors for purchasing securities, subscription, or transaction. Earning structure: 4% on subscriptions of newly issued shares, 3% on transactions of existing shares, 0.5% on subscriptions to newly issued debt, 0.4% on transactions of existing debt. Note on debt commissions: these are paid annually for the entire duration of the loan, which is about a 7-year term. If an issuer services debt correctly and payments are received, a broker could earn up to 3.5% over 7 years on a new debt subscription. Number 3, the city manager. A city manager runs a team of at least 6 active brokers in a specific city or surrounding area. They receive an overhead commission on top of the broker's earnings for every deal closed by their team. Earning structure: 2% on subscriptions of newly issued shares, 1.5% on transactions of existing shares, 0.25% on subscriptions to newly issued debt, and 0.1% on transactions of existing debt. Cumulative earnings. Commissions are cumulative downwards. If a city manager sells directly without a broker, they earn their own city manager commission plus the broker commission. Example: total 6% on new share subscriptions or 4.5% on existing share transactions. 4, the regional manager. A regional manager operates a team of at least 6 city managers covering a state, province, or canton. They manage and train a minimum of 42 people. Earning structure: receives an overhead commission based on deals closed by brokers under their entire region, 1% on subscriptions of newly issued shares, 0.8% on transactions of existing shares, 0.25% on subscriptions to newly issued debt, and 0.1% on transactions of existing debt. Cumulative earnings: if a regional manager sells directly, they earn their commission plus all lower-level commissions, regional plus city plus broker. Example: total 7% on new share subscriptions or 5.3% on existing share transactions. 5. The national manager. A national manager governs a team of at least 6 regional managers within a country, managing a minimum of 258 people. Earning structure. Receives an overhead commission based on deals closed by brokers under their entire national jurisdiction. 0.5% on subscriptions of newly issued shares, 0.25% on transactions of existing shares, 0.10% on subscriptions to newly issued debt, and 0.10% on transactions of existing debt. The compensation rate, or recruiting bonus. As you build your team, recruited members may eventually surpass your level in the hierarchy. When this happens, you stop receiving overhead commissions for that specific member. However, in recognition of your initial contribution, you receive a 10% compensation right on all future revenue generated by that advancing recruit, regardless of how high they climb. This is paid directly by Wall Street Finders out of pocket and does not reduce the recruiter's earnings. It lasts as long as both parties remain active in the network. The network manager and deal flow. The network manager is a financial company that supports the entire operation, earning the spread between the fees agreed with issuers and the total commissions paid out to participants. Typical distribution fees from issuers: 12% for newly issued shares, 10% for transactions of existing shares, 1.5% on subscriptions to newly issued debt, and 1% for transactions of existing debt. Additional equity fees. In private equity subscriptions, issuers also pay additional fees in the form of company equity. 1/3, or 33%, of these equity fees are set aside to further reward individuals within the network who were materially helpful in raising capital. Current opportunity. Committed deal flow for newly issued shares, approximately $12 billion. Total commissions available for distribution, over $1.4 billion. Important disclaimer. Please note that the Wall Street Finders International Broker Network is definitely not a multi-level marketing scheme. Participants make no payments or purchases of any kind to join. This provides a unique opportunity for financial success and independence to live your dreams. Click on the regional link below and take a step towards becoming a Wall Street Finders millionaire.